Hey, my name is Charlie Funderburk. I'm the city manager for the city of TKK. I've got Chief Steve Parker here with us. As y'all have seen, as you go up and down TK Drive, our police department is well underway for our new station, and we want to take a few minutes just kind of give you a quick peek inside as to what's going on, kind of give you a behind-the-scenes tour. So, Chief, we're here in the vestibule. Why don't you walk us on a tour through here?
So very excited. So come on through with us, and we're going to show you what the police department looks like. So as you come in here, the first thing that you'll see as you go into the police department, we're in the lobby. But as you come in to the right hand, we're going to have a training room, and we're going to walk you in through here into the training room and go from there.
Sounds good.
So really excited, Charlie. This is our training room area. It's a very large area. In the past, we've had to go to different agencies to train, where now we're going to have the ability to actually bring the public in and train our officers within our own facility. So that's a good thing.
Fantastic. It's a nice big spot. And yeah, as y'all are aware, the police department is now doing quarterly education programs. We've been having to kind of crowd into the Glennon Center. You're going to be able to open up and do a lot more programming.
Absolutely.
And do that in here. So.
Yep, that's kind of the vision, is to make sure that we're bringing people in from the community so they can come into the police department and get to know us at the same time.
Fantastic.
Yep.
So let's go out. Let's go out this way into the side here and take a tour down the hallway.
We're going to film, so we're getting...
Oh, okay.
So if you come in, this is going to be the way the visitors come in. They're going to come in this way, and they would come into the training room. The rest of the police department won't be accessible to the visitors. But as you come in, this is the hallway all the way down the corridor to the police department. And right behind you, Charlie, is where the IT room is going to be. So all the equipment that we need to run the police department will basically go in here, as well as the office of the IT manager.
Right. One thing to note, once the police station is finished, as you're facing the building, the right-hand side is where our guest parking is. So if you ever need to come to the police station, or you want to stop by and visit one of our officers, you'll park in the parking lot that'll be on the right-hand side. The left-hand side will be gated access, and it'll be only for our police officers.
Correct. It'll be protected access.
Fantastic.
Yep.
We'll take us on down the hall.
So as you go on down the hallway and you work through, you'll come in to the next room. This is just a closet basically for storage. And then once we move from that storage area, then we're going to move into our evidence processing area. So this is going to be where, whenever we retain evidence, we'll have lockers that we can drop our evidence. And it'll be a protected area right here, is to where none of the officers can get to besides the evidence tech, and one other person will have access. That's it. So it's a non-accessible room besides that technician, and that's something that we have to do in law enforcement to make sure that we're protecting evidence as we collect it. Absolutely. Yep. So you walk in, as you walk in, then you'll come into this large room. One of the reasons a lot of people go, wow, this is a huge room. Our evidence standards are getting more rigorous by every year. We're having to keep things longer and longer. So this is one of the spaces that, as I was looking at designing, everybody told me you better make sure you have enough evidence space. Because most departments are running out of room to store evidence, so that's why this room's a large room.
And that's a good point, Chief. That as we were going through the design on this building, there are several places that are really kind of a flex space, an open space, so that we've got room to grow into the building over time.
Yep.
So this will be once finished, this will be a building that can serve our city very proudly over the next 20, 25 plus years.
Yeah, you definitely didn't want to move in and be at capacity the day you came in.
Absolutely.
To a brand new building.
Absolutely. So let's move out of the evidence area.
So we'll come through here. The evidence technician, this will be his actual office. So with this office here, you'll see the doorway that you're actually in is going to be a protected doorway that only the evidence custodian will be able to get through. So that's what this office is his workspace.
Now this area here you can access from the main floor.
Yep. So this is a hallway, and when you go to the right here, this is going to be our training sergeant's office. So this is where that, and she's actually a partner with the evidence technician, so they're close together as they're working. So as you go now, we talked about the flex space. So this next room is going to be some area that we can grow into. So we designed it so that 5 years from now, as the city's grown, that we have space to put more availability. So this next room will be that.
We can use it for storage. We can convert it into 2 or 3 additional offices down the road if we need to. Just wherever it takes us, we definitely want to make sure we have that growth space designed into the facility. All right, Chief, let's go back out to the hallway.
So this office here is going to be designed for whoever we decide to put in this office. So this is office space that we'll be using as well. Come on down the hallway here, and we're going to walk towards our jail. So this is, as we pass this first office, this is going to be where we put our uniforms and equipment and storage, which we have a lot of equipment that we have to store at all times. So this is going to be a good accessible room for us. And then the moment we've been waiting for, the jail. So
Our holding facilities.
Yes.
So, Chief, let's talk real quick. We've had the luxury for decades with our great relationship with the town of Fort Mill. They had a holding facility. We were able to take folks that we had unfortunately had to arrest. We were able to take them over there. That ended because of changes that Fort Mill is going through. Now we're having to do what?
Everybody has to go to the Moss Justice. So every time we arrest somebody, we either have a 3-hour trip with back, forth, and then the booking process,
Right.
where this is now going to allow us to be able to process people and get them so they can either get a bond and get out quicker,
out, yep.
or then go on to the Moss Justice from here.
Very good. So it's definitely going to make things a lot more efficient and keep our officers in the city instead of going over to the western side of the county to Moss Justice.
Absolutely. Our hopes is that people with minor charges bond out, so that the officer doesn't have to travel all the way to the Moss Justice.
Right.
That way we're keeping people on the street to make sure that we're protecting the citizens and keeping everybody safe.
Fantastic. All right, so now we're at the opposite end of the corridor. So we're at the at our patrol officer entrance from the secured lot. So you want to walk us through our patrol and
Yes,
command
so
staff area?
come on in. As we walk in here, this is going to be the patrol area room, the work room. So when they come in, this is going to be our storage area. There's a lot of different things that the officers have to have for paperwork, different things. That's our storage. And then you come in here, and basically we're going to have a work section for the officers to be able to complete their reports, turn in paperwork, and it's going to be along this wall right here that you're filming. And
So
then
you have a series of workstations.
yes, we're going to have a 4 workstation ability. And then if you pan over here on this side, we're going to have the lieutenant's offices as well as the night shift sergeants and the day shift sergeants.
Right.
So you'll have those offices. That's what these 4 make up basically.
Fantastic. So let's walk on through the work area here. And I think I thought it was a really good idea on your part, Chief, that where we've got our day shift sergeants sharing an office space and our night shift sergeants sharing a space. We wanted to build space in, but we also wanted to be conscious on being efficient and not
Right.
wasting space. So
Right.
being able to have them share an office space, I thought was a really good idea.
Yep, they work opposite shifts, so why not make them share a desk and
you
make
go.
sure we're utilizing the space best.
Fantastic. So what's our next room through here?
So this is the conference room. This is going to be the conference room for basically the entire department. If we have something going on that we need to have private meetings, this will be where we also do our planning, how we look at crime, different things like that. And we usually have, at minimum, a weekly meeting.
Right.
And this is where those will be conducted.
Fantastic. So we exit the conference room. Where are we now?
So as we go through now, we're in the administrative section of the building. So we kind of cordon it off to make sure that people can work efficiently and the people that work together.
Yep.
That's how we design the building. So this is going to be the administrative section. Right over here is my office. As you walk down a little bit further, then you will see the administrative assistant's office. As you walk further down, you will then see the captain's office. And then as you come down one more, you will see then what is our accreditations manager, which this will be his office. So that's kind of how the layup is of the administrative side of this building. And then as you go over to the right, then you'll start talking about records management and dispatch, which we can go look at.
Yeah, so the accreditation side of things, I mean, that's a huge deal. We were accredited, what, 2 years ago or a year?
It's coming up on 3 years.
Coming up on 3 years.
We have our accreditation on site December of this year.
Fantastic. And that's a lot of ongoing work every year in order to maintain that accreditation.
870 policies and procedures that we have to prove we do what we say, do what we say we do.
There you go. So let's go over here. This is our records clerk area.
This is going to be records clerk, and as you come in, we'll have a window right here, so that we have somebody who's working within this area. This will be a Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 area, but then we have the dispatch area, which is just over here to the right where.
The thing that I like most about how we set this up is they both have a window out to the lobby.
Absolutely.
So we actually contracted with York County to do dispatch with us since 2010.
Yep.
Now we're bringing dispatch services back.
Yep.
That gives us somebody here in the police station 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If somebody needs to come in and have a conversation.
Yep, absolutely. It helps in multiple facets. One, it's an accountability thing. So when people call in, we make sure they're being serviced at the best possible way.
Absolutely.
And then two, there's always 24/7 somebody that can reach out and touch, and that's one of the complaints I've heard the most since I've been the chief here is there's nobody at the police station. So now we'll always have somebody here.
Awesome. Thank y'all for joining us on this behind-the-scenes tour of our police station. Don't worry, you're going to have a chance to come in whenever we do our ribbon cutting, take a tour of the entire facility. We're looking forward to showing it off to you. Here in the coming days, coming weeks, and as they get drywall put up and things like that, rooms will start making a little bit more sense, and we'll give you another sneak peek here in a few weeks as we get further along. But thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.